Hello.
Hello.
Can you introduce yourself?
So my name is Ash, and I am retired. I'm an artist, and I live in Lincoln, in New Zealand, the South Island.
Okay. Please tell me about your work more.
Um, well, my work has progressed over the years. I've been doing it for over 40 years now,
Wow.
and so I work in acrylic paints. I have a little press which I do wood cuts, collagraphs, which are cardboard prints.
Wow.
And so my work has progressed as I've got older,
Uh-huh.
and I used to do very, very big works, but now my studio is very small, so I can't do that anymore. And I I used to work in oils,
Oils.
oil paint, but
Mm-hmm.
they were too toxic. There's a lot of solvents, and so they're hard on my health. So I changed to acrylics, which was a bit of a change, and so that's what I work in at the moment.
Oh,
So,
okay.
so yeah, more environmentally friendly, I suppose. Not that I did it for that. And my work, I just go out and look at nature. So a lot of it's representational. What you see is what you get. But I introduce a lot of abstract into my work sometimes. Uh, and my style, if I have one, is very hard to really for people to follow me really because I have such a broad sort of style range. I work in pen and ink, which is very time consuming but very satisfying. And so when I do printmaking, I'm not after an edition of 20 or 30 or 40. I just do one because I'm just after that image. I just want the image that printmaker gives me because you can't predict what's going to happen. When you lift the paper off the plate, you just see, it's quite exciting. So so at the moment I'm doing a unicorn for my granddaughter. She's going to be 5 years old. So she's asked me to paint a unicorn. So so that's fun. And it's quite a nice part of it. My partner's 60th birthday is coming up, and I've just painted a painting of Machu Picchu in Peru. And that was quite a challenge because it is an actual place. People can see plenty of photographs of it, and so you have to be reasonably accurate. And it's quite a complex city to paint, so that was a challenge. I think I did okay on that one, and so that's really what I've been doing. I went to 2 art schools. So went to the first one in 1980 to Otago Art School in Dunedin, little town, university town in South Island. And that was a lot of fun because most of the students come from all over New Zealand and from over the world, and you have to make friends. Whereas if you go to the big towns, the art schools there, people tend to be from those towns, and they've made their set of friends. So it was quite a interesting experience. We went flatting, and the thing about Dunedin is a lot of old houses. A lot of them aren't insulated. So there was a competition to see who had the worst flat. And there were some pretty grotty flats. So these houses, it was in winter, it's warmer in the fridge than it is outside of the fridge. You know, so the fridge is 4 degrees. Outside it'd be -3 or 4. Yeah, so so that's interesting. Going to art school was very interesting. It was good. You met a lot of people, like-minded people. You know, the visual artists, but also a lot of them were musical and that sort of thing, or writers. So it puts you the sort of what I can say. It puts you in a place where there are people of like-mindedness, and that's quite special. Yeah, because being an artist, a fine artist, is quite a solitary pursuit. You're doing it by yourself, and you have to get out, and just otherwise you can become cloistered, you can become confined, and so that's a danger, and you can become quite depressed if you don't watch it. So, and you've got to have a good network. You've got to have a good gallery who will sell your work, knows your work, is enthused about your work. And this is a very small market in New Zealand. So it's very difficult making a living. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Okay. Lastly, I'd like to ask, what is the best part living in New Zealand?
Living in New Zealand, the clean air, the lifestyle. I grew up in the Pavlova paradise where everyone had a house on a quarter-acre section. That's fast disappearing now. The population is growing. So, and the expectations are growing. People want more. When I was growing up, you had a house, you probably had 3 children, you had a car, and there was only a single income from the dad. And that's all changed. Yeah.
Hello.
So let's get a zoom out to a Zoom.
Okay.
Okay, so how long have you lived in New Zealand?
So I've lived in New Zealand on and off all my life.
Wow.
So apart from a couple of stints in Australia, and so I'm 68. So yeah, I'm retired, but I still paint.
Wow.
Yeah, because if I don't create, if I don't draw, don't paint, I get a build-up of negative energy.
Oh,
Yeah, and I just need to, you need to keep that flow going.
sure.
Yeah. So a lot of my work, if I'm not inspired, I'll do something that I'm not pleased with. So I just, I'll burn that.
Okay.
Get rid of that. Yeah, you have to edit out all the rubbish.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So when you see, read about artists and art history, you know that they've done a lot of rubbish, and they're not showing it. It's just it goes like this, goes in cycles. Sometimes you just know a piece is going to do well, and then others you struggle with, and others you just they just don't work. It's interesting. It's a lot of internal stuff interpreted on canvas, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much for the nice interview.
Okay.
And
that's
next
good.
time, please, can you show your artworks next time?
Yes, that's fine. Yeah, yep.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, bye.